Now in the continuation of the yesterday class, so far we have already done 7 problems, and this is problem number 8, and based on the transformation. Now here you can see a circle is given, center is C. Okay, given a circle C with radius 10. So here radius is 10 and center coordinates is 1, comma 4. So these are the coordinates for the center. Apply the translation with distance 5 towards x-axis and 1 towards y-axis. Obtain the new coordinates of C without changing its radius. Okay, so we are not going to change its radius. We have, because we are going to apply translation. Distance is already given 5 towards x-axis. It means Tx is equal to 5. The value of Tx, that is the movement towards x-axis, is equal to 5 unit, and 1 towards y, and the movement towards y-axis, that is the vertical axis, is given here equal to 1. Now we want to calculate the new coordinates for the circle. Okay. So how we will proceed here? Now you can see initial coordinates we can also called as old coordinates. Okay. So either we can say the initial coordinates, or we can represent it by x old and y old. So in the problem it is already mentioned that x old is equal to 1 and y old is equal to 4. Okay, and translation vector here tx comma ty given in the problem 5 comma 1. Okay, movement towards x axis and movement towards y axis, that is 5 is given and 1 is given. So this is called the translation matrix, and we can represent it by tx comma ty. Okay, tx movement or translation towards x axis, movement or translation towards y axis, and here the value is already mentioned. Now we want to calculate the new center coordinates of C, means circle here, x new and y new. Okay, because we are going to apply the translation transformation, so we are already aware by the equation which we will use for the transformation translation. Okay, again I am reminding you that transformation means we are going to apply some change to the object or image. That is called the transformation. What is the transformation? Transformation is a sort of change which we want to apply to the given image or object. Now the transformation are of 3 types. One is called the translation, second is called the rotation, and third is called the scaling. Okay, so here in the problem is given translation. Okay, there is a movement towards x axis and towards y axis. So how we will represent with the help of the equations? Now we can say x dash is equal to x plus tx. Okay, or we can represent x as x new is equal to x old plus tx. Okay, how we will calculate the new coordinates? Then the equations for the translation transformation is equal to x new is equal to x old plus tx. Similarly, y new is equal to y old plus ty. Now, by using these two equations, we can calculate the value of tx and value of new coordinates. Okay, because tx and ty already given or mentioned in the problem. Now you can see in the next slide applying the translation equations. Okay, so here you can see x new is equal to x old plus tx. Okay, translation towards x axis. We can also called as movement towards x axis. Okay, movement for what? We are moving or translating our image from one point to another. Why we are doing such type of things? Because we want to enhance the visibility of our object or image. That's why there is a need arise to use some sort of transformations. So here we can calculate x new is equal to x old plus, remember these equations which we are using for the translation transformation. Now you can calculate easily. There is no any problem. If you have aware by these, if you are aware by these equations, then you can calculate easily. Okay, new coordinate and x new coordinate and y new coordinate. Okay, so just put the value here. X old is given, that is these are the coordinates already given in the mentioned in the problem, and tx ty we can put, and we will get here x new is equal to 6 and y new is equal to 5. Okay, thus new center coordinates, because we are representing circle as c, so c is equal to c comma 5. Okay, so these are the new coordinates after applying the translation transformation. Now another way how you can represent these equations using the matrix. Okay, so this is called the matrix form. Now the same equations you can represent. How will you represent? Now you can see here x new y new. Okay, just you can write with the help of the given equations x new y new, x old y old plus tx ty. Okay, so this is called the matrix representation of 2D transformation and for translation. So this is called the 3 by 3 matrix representation. Whenever we are working on the 2D, two dimensional, okay, then we can represent all the equations with the help of 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, and in case of x, y, z, if there is a 3D plane and we are showing our object or image on 3D, then we can represent by the 4 by 4 matrix. Okay, so with the help of the equations, you can write directly the in the matrix form. Now you can put the value here x new, y new. Okay, just you are going to find out this. You are going to calculate this value x new and y new, and this is the given value. Okay, this is the initial value or the old value here, the value of x and y. Okay, this is already given in the problem, and tx and ty already given. Now just you can add two matrix here. So after addition of two matrix, you will get this value 6 and 5. Okay, so with the help of, now you can compare here. Here x new is equal to 6 and y new is equal to 5. So either you will solve with the help of the equations, given equations for the translation, or with the help of the matrix, then you will get the same answer. Okay, you will get the same coordinates for x and y values. Okay, x new and y new, here just we are representing by this, and you will get the same values for x new and y new. Either you will solve with the help of the equations or with the help of the matrix formulation. So again you can see here C is equal to 6 5. We are getting the same answer. So this is very easy. Similarly, we have another transformation that is called the rotation. Okay, if we are talking about the 2D representation, that is the two-dimensional representation of any object or image, then for the rotation we will use the equations as x dash is equal to x cos theta plus y sin theta, y dash is equal to y sin theta plus x cos theta. So now you can represent these equations for the rotation with the help of the matrix formulation. Okay, so for the 2D, whenever we are going to rotate any object, then we always use origin. Okay, so we rotate our object or image about the origin. But in case of the 3D, we can rotate the object about x-axis. We can rotate our object about y-axis. We can rotate our object about z-axis. So whenever you will use the equations, then or either you will indicate with the help of the matrix formulation, then if you are going to rotate about the x-axis, then in that case we will get the three equations, or we will do three matrix representation. So in case of the 3D, we can rotate our object about x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, and the equations will be changed. Okay, or if we are going to indicate those equations with the help of the matrix formulation, then we will write three equations or three matrix formulation. So in case of 2D, we will use only one about the origin, and in case of the 3D, we have to write, or we will do three matrix formulation. Okay, so now we can easily calculate the equations or with the help of the matrix. Now you can see it is also mandatory to draw the diagram. So whenever you are going to solve the problem in the examination, if you are going to attempt the any problem in the examination, then you have to draw the initial diagram as well as the final diagram. Okay, so initial diagram, that is whatever is given in the problem, then first you have to draw that diagram with the initial coordinates and whatever the transformation is given. Okay, here it is given translation. Okay, in some problem you will get the rotation or scaling, or also the combination of both. Okay, so you have to draw the initial diagram as well as the final diagram. Final diagram, you can see here it is written after translation. So the new coordinates, whatever we are getting after applying the translation here, 6 and 5, x coordinate is 6 and y is 5. Okay, now with the help of this, you can again draw the diagram and calculate, and you can indicate or show the movement with the help of the diagram. So after moving, just you are getting the change on this diagram. Okay, so with the help of the these type of transformation, just we are going to enhance the visibility of our object. Okay, that's why we are going to apply such type of transformations. So there is a big role of the transformation in the computer graphics. Now we will handle another problem. Here you can see problem number 9. Given a square with coordinate points A03, this is the vertex. Okay, these are the different vertex of the square. We can see here represented as A, B, C, D, and the coordinates, or we can say the corners, coordinates of the corners are given here, mentioned here, 0, 3, 3, 3, 3, 0, and 0, 0. So these are the coordinates for the four vertices. Now apply the translation with distance 1 towards x-axis. If it is saying towards x-axis, it means tx is equal to 1. Okay, towards x-axis, towards horizontal axis, it means just we are moving towards x-axis means tx is equal to 1, and 1 towards y-axis, it means ty is also equal to 1. Obtain the new coordinates of the square. Okay, so just you have to apply the translation transformation to each vertex of the square, and you can calculate easily the new vertices for the square. Okay, so handle one by one. First you choose first vertex, then second B, then C, and then D, and apply the same methodology or same procedure as you are already aware by the equations of the translation. Okay, x new is equal to x old plus tx, y new is equal to y old plus ty. Okay, here tx is equal to ty is equal to 1, both values are equal. Now the formulas are very simple, and you can calculate the new coordinates for each vertex. So this is very simple problem. There is no need to use so much brain here. Okay, just there is a calculation only, involvement of the calculation, nothing else. So concentrate please. Given old coordinates of the square. Okay, so now we can see the coordinates of the A vertex is already given, mentioned in the problem, 0, 3, 3, 3, 3, 0, and 0, 0. Now translation vectors, you can write here again, tx, ty is equal to 1, 1. Okay, this is already given, mentioned in the your problem. Now you can see here, let the new coordinates of the corner A, x new, y new. Okay, you can follow this procedure. Now x new, y new, applying the translation equations. Now here you can apply. So these are called the translation equations. X new is equal to x old plus tx, y new is equal to y old plus ty. Just put the value of vertex A. Okay, the points of A you can see here 0, 3. Okay, now you can see here x old 0 given, tx already mentioned 1. Now you will get x new 1. Similarly, 3 is given against vertex A, and this is the value of ty, just 1. So here you can see the new coordinates for vertex A as 1, 4. Okay, 1, 4 new vertex for A. Now new coordinates for A. Now similarly you can calculate for B. X new, y new, again the same method. Okay, you are already aware by the equations. Now you can calculate x old, you are already aware, 3, 3 is given. Okay, just put the coordinates of the vertex B here, and tx, ty, this is the constant already given, 1, 1. Okay. Now you can calculate 4, 4. Okay, so this is the coordinates for the new coordinates for vertex B. Now you can calculate similarly for C. Just put in the formula, 3, 0 is already given, and we are already aware by tx and ty as 1. Then you can calculate easily x new 4, y new 1. Okay, so These are the new coordinates against vertex C. Okay, now we can write here C is equal to 4 comma 1. These are the new coordinates. Now again you can calculate similarly for D. First you write here x new comma y new and apply the same formula. 0 0 is already initial coordinates for D. Now you can put 0 0 and then can add here 1 and 1. Okay, because this is already mentioned in the problem. So here we will get 1 1. Okay, now here you can write the new coordinates for the square, whatever you have obtained here, 1 comma 4 b, 4 comma 4 c, 4 comma 1 d, 1 comma 1. Here you can see. Okay, so these are the new coordinates for each vertex. Now it is mandatory, again I am telling you, even in the examination also, you must draw the initial diagram as well as the final diagram after getting the new coordinates. Okay, so always draw the initial diagram as well as the final diagram. I am telling again and again. Okay, I am emphasizing over this. So please remember, don't forget to draw the diagram. First, you have to draw the initial diagram and after this, the final diagram. Okay, if any problem, you can ask me. Now you can draw easily. There is no any problem because the values are already provided. You have already calculated these values. Okay, just after applying various translation equations and putting these values. So you have already calculated the corresponding values. Okay, so after diagram, this is over now. So very easy. Just you have to put the value of the given translation transformation as well as the initial coordinates, values of the initial coordinates. Now you can easily calculate the new coordinates for the image or object, and then finally you have to draw the diagram for that. Now you can see the various changes in your diagram. Okay. So it proves that transformation means just there is a change. Okay, so change in terms of movement, in terms of rotation about the origin, in terms of increasing or decreasing the size. Okay, now come to a new problem on 2D rotation. Okay, now we are aware why the rotation equations also. Another thing, whenever we are going to rotate any object in a 2D plane, then first you will check whether we are going to rotate in clockwise or anti-clockwise. Okay, so also concentrate over this because the direction of the rotation will change the sign, the values. Okay, so whatever we will get, just we will revert. So here the problem is given a line segment with a starting point as 0, comma 0. So a line segment is given. The starting point of that is 0, comma 0 and ending point as 4, comma 4. Okay. So these are the coordinates for the initial and final points. Apply 30-degree rotation anti-clockwise direction. Here the direction is given anti-clockwise, okay, on the line segment, and find out the new coordinates of the line. Now you can see here x old y old. The value is, now you can see here x old and y old. So the points are given 4 4. So x old and y old is 4 4. Rotation angle is given, apply 30-degree. So theta is equal to 30-degree is given already mentioned in the problem here. Okay, so first you will write the data whatever is provided in the problem in this manner. Now you have written, okay, given old ending coordinates of the line, or if you do not want to write in this way, then you can write directly x old comma y old equal to 4 comma 4, rotation angle is equal to theta is equal to 30. Now we want to calculate the new coordinates of the line after rotation. Okay, we are going to calculate the value of the coordinates after the rotation. So we will indicate it by x new comma y new. So these are the new coordinates. Applying the rotation equations. So we are already aware by the rotation equations. X, this is not the x, but the multiplication sign. So x old cos theta minus y old sin theta. Okay. So this is the equation of rotation for x new. So means new coordinate for x. Now we will put the value. Here x old is already given 4 4. Okay. Then we will put x old here 4 into cos theta cos 30. 30 is given there minus y old, it is already given in the problem 4 into sin theta means sin 30. Okay, 30 is already given here in the mentioned in the problem. Now put the value of cos 30 and sin 30. So then you can calculate the value of x new. Okay, now you can see here, this is the main value for x new. Now just we can calculate for y new. So we will write the formula first and then put directly the value of theta and x old y old. Okay, so it will come 5.46. So this is the last problem for this 2D transformation. Okay, next we will consider few more problems over this. Now it is up to you. You will try more problems, and if you feel any problem during solution, whenever you are going to solve such type of problems, then you can ask me. Okay, so this is sort of sample for you. Now you can try more equation, more problems.